friends, welcome back to Nutritionista. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. It's not a what I eat in a day video or a fashion reel. I'm going to tell you the story of how I went from being ashamed of my food and body to becoming a nutritionist who empowers others to love both. This is my personal journey from disordered eating and even eating disorder to self-worth. From fear to freedom. I grew up in a South Indian household where food was everything. I remember spiced curries and sambar, dosa. All these meals were made with love and tradition. But at school, that love turned into embarrassment. I remember opening my lunchbox and hearing other kids saying, "What's that smell?" Or like, "Ew, that looks weird." And even though I loved my food at home, I started wishing I had like a sandwich in a juice box instead. I felt like I had to choose, be Indian or be accepted. Eventually, I stopped bringing Indian food to school. Then I started watching what I ate, cutting out carbs, skipping meals, telling myself I was just being healthy. But deep down I was shrinking myself, not just my body, my culture, my voice, and my presence. And that's where the eating disorder began. Not from vanity, but from a deep desire to fit in, to be invisible. It wasn't until I was in college I realized something was wrong. I was exhausted all the time. I was afraid of food, disconnected from my culture and from myself. I missed me. And recovery was not quick, but it started when I gave myself permission to eat the foods I grew up loving. To let dal feel like comfort again. To eat with my hands, to reclaim food as culture, care, and connection, not shame. I got a lot of support and I learned about gentle nutrition. I unlearned diet culture and eventually I found my path. I decided to become a registered dietitian, not to just heal myself, but to help others do the same. And that's how Nutritionista was born. I wanted to create a space where South Asian girls, well, all girls could see that you don't have to erase who you are to be healthy. You don't have to eat salad to be respected, and you don't have to fear your food, your body, or your culture. Today I'm a pageant queen and a future dietitian, but most importantly, I'm someone who learned that confidence comes not from restriction, but from reclamation. So let's take a pledge today. I believe food is identity. I believe your culture is not too much. It's your power. I believe healing is possible, even if you grew up thinking your food, your body, or your story didn't belong. So if you're watching this and you ever felt ashamed of your lunchbox or your curves or your hunger, I see you. I was you. And I promise you, You don't need to change who you are to be worthy. You already are. Thank you for listening to my story. If this resonated with you, comment with an emoji or something that connects you to your food story. And don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video with someone who needs it. You can find me on Instagram at nutritionista.ar, and we talk about food and fierce healing and fashion. So until next time, stay soft, stay strong, and never be ashamed of your lunchbox. Bye!